Alex.
Series 2 of Potato Revolution.
Yes.
We're here. I'm here. My name's Andy.
My name's Mog.
Mog's here.
Who
And
else is here?
My name's Doc.
There he is.
he's here as well.
Yeah.
Doc from Dirty Chapters. That's right. He's back.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
And later on, we'll be hearing from our lovely, lovely friend Kieran Eaton.
I thought you were just going to say the lovely Kieran Eaton.
No.
I mean, he's quite becoming, but I wouldn't, yeah. When you say it like that, it's like you're talking about a lady friend, a special lady friend.
Lady friend.
He's not really your special lady friend, though, is he?
All those men and so many beautiful Mexican wives.
Yeah. I don't know where you're going with that. Okay, what are we going to talk about today?
Well, I thought I would kick this off by talking about Gina Rinehart.
Gina Rinehart.
Yeah.
Oh!
Gina Rinehart.
Yeah.
The one
So-
and only.
Do you guys know who I'm talking
Yes, I
about?
do know.
Gina
Yeah,
Of
Reinhardt?
course.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a wonderful,
Tell me
wonderful
more
character.
about her.
All right. Well, you tell me what you guys think of her first.
I think she's a wonderful person. She's an upstanding member of the community.
Yeah.
She has recently acquired. Which one was it? Was it Fairfax? One of the main
no,
newspapers.
It was more the mining industry.
But she also has.
Yeah.
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 Okay. She's the daughter of somebody who made a shitload of money through mining, and also inherited various media groups. What else?
Yeah.
What else is there?
Well, basically what happened was she essentially sat on her fucking ass while her father did all of this. When he passed on, he died, he gave her the huge amount of money. She ended up basically riding the mining, like, Australian industry to China wave. So, like, Australian minerals to China, and then China, it's up to them what they want to do with it. Then China exports it out to
Riding
the
the
rest of
mining
world.
China wave. That sounds
Yeah.
good.
It does. But anyway, so she's come out a couple of weeks ago when she said, Australians are lazy. What? Probably not in that voice, but Australians are lazy.
No, actually, it wasn't. That
Well,
was.
Australians are lazy.
if you see a picture of her and if she opens her mouth, you'll expect just... But... yeah,
Not judging on appearance or anything, though.
Oh, fuck, I hate us all judging any way, in every way possible.
I think Gina Rinehart's all right. You know, she did really well in that film, Natural Born Killers. You know, she complemented Woody Harrelson's role perfectly. I was just, I was blown away by that.
I think you got
It's
some...
the same girl, right?
No, but...
Oh, no.
I can see the comparison, though,
No, wait,
especially
what's
when
Are you being a dick or are you actually being
No, I'm
serious?
serious.
No,
was-
massive
What
confusion,
was her
massive
name?
confusion.
Her name was Juliette Lewis, but I can see that
yeah.
I can see the comparison between
You know,
Gina
the names
Rinehart
sort of rhyme.
and her character in The Other Sister, if you ever saw
It
that.
sort of makes me wish that she was actually in that film.
Well, maybe she should have been.
She should, no,
She's a real Natural Born Killer.
I wouldn't have seen it.
She would have gone well in like a remake of Star Wars because she played Jabba the Hutt.
Yeah, no shit.
I've got nothing else to add to this conversation.
So anyway, she's come out and she's gone, Australians are lazy. There's a reason why they're not rich. It's because they spend too much time enjoying their lives, socialising, drinking and smoking. And they need to stop doing all those four things and just work their guts out 7 days a week, and then they'll be rich. So there was a bit of a media backlash from that, and she's rich. She's the world's richest woman. She's a multi-billionaire. So
Like
she doesn't.
50 million a year, sort of thing. Or...
Well, it's funny. It's been estimated that she earns about 600 Australian dollars per minute.
Is that all?
That's
Whatever.
because you need that, to live comfortably.
Yeah.
If it
How
was
much-
$500 per
How much
minute.
does a six-pack cost these days?
It's probably easy from that standpoint to go, Australians should be working for $2 an hour. Because you have no fucking basis.
That's where I'm going with this. The recent thing she came out with, she's like, Australians are overpaid. The minimum wage and all the wages in Australia are far too much. They need to look to Africa for inspiration because Africans work for $2 a day. And that's what she said. That's what she said. And if you look at her, the fact that she inherited all of this money and now she stands on this pedestal going, I think that everyone should just continue to be poor. Like, factory workers turn the cog. Like,
Somebody needs to take the microphone away from her.
someone needs to
Absolutely.
punch
Push
that
her off
cunt
the
in
fucking pedestal.
face.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it just really annoys
What are
me.
you guys up to next week? And let's go and do this.
Okay, where should we...
Yeah.
Road trip.
Yeah,
Like,
new podcast.
We're live at the cinema. Ouch.
Yeah, you hold the arms, I'll put my shoes on. That's the new name.
So what else has she said that has is that all that you've heard from her that you really are upset about?
Yeah, well, they're the two main things recently that stuck out. But what do you guys reckon about that?
Oh, look, I think that she's a fucking spoon in her mouth. Paid by the second jerk. Yeah, well, there we go. There's some cutting political satire right there.
Jesus Christ.
What
have you been doing?
What have I been doing? Oh, I did laser tag yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
You ever done laser tag? You ever done laser
I've
tag?
never done laser tag.
Oh, come on.
I really want to be a part of that.
It's just like paintball.
If you're a
but
generation
not.
of people that have grown up with video games and you're like past the age of 24, laser tag's fucking awesome.
Well, that's the thing. I was born in the 80s, and back in the day when we were playing it, it just used to be tag.
Yeah.
And now, technology is changing so often. There's fucking lasers now.
Now we have laser tag.
You can't
That's
just
right.
run up and touch someone. It has to be like fucking. I got you with this laser. And,
Yeah, but dude,
is it the
lasers
same
are
as
awesome.
I shoot you with the laser. You have to shoot me with the laser.
No, it's basically you wear this chest plate.
Imagine Battlefield, but with lasers.
Yeah, it's the same sort of thing. So you get, like, in Battlefield, you run around with a gun, you shoot people, and if you get shot, then, you
die.
You die, and then you come back.
I see.
Yeah.
So it's that sort of thing.
And that's what this is.
Yeah.
And it's in the dark, and you're just like...
In the dark.
It's in the dark. You got, like, kind of a few lights.
You got little flashy lights on you and that sort of thing.
That sounds really cool.
It's real futuristic.
I had this really good idea the other day. I want to sort of like combine go-karts with paintball.
That sounds incredible.
This sounds like...
You're telling me.
This sounds like Mario Kart and Microsoft Paint mixed together.
It's just Grand Theft Auto.
Exactly. Why
do
not? What else are we going to do?
That is pretty cool. That is pretty cool.
All right, that's your mission for this week, is organise that shit.
I will do this.
All right, cool. Yeah.
We could do that. I know there's go-karts you can buy kits online, and it's not that expensive.
Yeah, okay, that's cool. But we need a track.
Fuck it, we'll just do it on the road.
We're not the Beatles.
Like, we've got like Melville Road and Albion.
Yeah, we
Just
got.
make the most of it.
Just section it off.
That's fine.
What are they going to do? Arrest us?
Yeah. We'll get them. We'll shoot. We'll track them down in our go-karts.
If anyone who's listening who has a big backyard, we need a big backyard.
It'd have to be a really big backyard.
Yeah,
Not
if it's
really.
big enough.
We
Like,
can just go around the tree. Like, turn the string all hard left, just keep...
Just lock
that's
it.
it, just that, bang, bang, bang.
No, big backyard. It's maybe at my mum's place I could do it.
Yeah, that's fucking ages away.
Yeah, I know, but like it could be a day trip.
It is a day trip. It's fucking 12 hours to get from Melbourne to Orange.
Yeah, I know, but like it'll be worth it in the end.
Only if we drive there in go-karts.
Yeah. You're adding extra dimensions to this. This is going to be amazing.
Yeah, paintball.
Yeah.
That's the extra dimension.
All right.
I think we could try.
Alright.
We could try.
Let's do it.
It's powers in our hands.
All right. I've got a couple of other things that I wanted to bring up.
Yep. I was going to say, yeah, like...
There's that one.
By the
You
way,
like that?
what the fuck were you eating for lunch? What was that? It was like a 4-layered
It was a bacon and egg. It's
tower of
lettuce and tomato and cheeseburger sandwich thing. It was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, why? What's your
I
problem?
know, I walked in seeing him eat a loaf of bread that had food in between each slice, basically.
Wow.
Yeah, it was good.
That's
You're going to
lunch.
poo that out later on.
Yeah, I will. I do that with all the things that I consume. Unless I vomit them. I'm thinking about releasing a line of classical remix albums, so getting, some of the old composers
Wow.
and remixing them for a younger generation. And here's just like...
Like Skrillex does Beethoven.
Yeah, kind of like that, but I've got like some special names for, these albums to, branch out so the kids get into it. I've got Baby's Got Bark.
That's actually pretty good.
That's genius. It'll be hit at all the clubs. At the golf club.
Oh yeah, that's going to be awesome. And You Can't Handle This. There's a composer called Handel.
Yeah.
I should have done that one last. It's like, and Block, Rock and Beethoven. Do you think the kids will get on board?
It's the irony. It's the new genre of music. It's great.
All right, what else is going on? I've got my book here.
What am I talking about? Irony, puns. Jesus Christ.
I don't know. What else happened? The security.
Are you speaking in tongues? I told you we're not Christians anymore. You can't keep doing this.
I'm practicing my Martian language actually
Really?
for when the Curiosity Rover finds life.
Fair enough.
Yep.
Yeah, it's up there, driving around, and is it got 6 wheels or 8 wheels? It's got a lot of fucking wheels anyway, that's for sure.
Yeah,
like
it's about
12
6
wheels.
or 8.
Yeah, it could be. I don't
It's
know.
got a fucking laser. That's
Yeah,
pretty cool.
it's got lasers. What else does it have?
It plays laser tag up in
It does. It's
the
driving
Martian
around.
surface.
It's getting a bit bored now. It's to realise that
It
I'm the
actually
only
is
guy.
pretty fucking cool. Like
Yeah.
we're sitting down here going, oh look at this new computer game. That's pretty cool. Look, the graphics are awesome. It's like that compared to, yeah, as humans we sent a fucking rocket to Mars and there's this awesome fucking thing running around.
Yeah.
Anyway, continue.
It's driving around.
It's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, they're cool.
Pretty
No, but you know what is cool? You know what is fucking cool?
What is cool?
What?
As soon as it got to Mars, I don't know why they built the thing with a fucking MP3 player and speakers.
Oh, yeah.
Freaking fucking
Anthrax. The first song they played was "Got the Time" by Anthrax.
Why?
That's fucking
So
awesome.
what's going on? It's got little speakers on it, and it's like driving
It's
around.
like, it's like one of those Goldwing motorbikes with the built-in speakers on the fucking gas. It's just like, just like cranking out some Anthrax to the
Why is it doing that? Is it
I don't know. I don't know much about what the surface, like the atmosphere, is on Mars, so I don't know how far that sound
That
would
sound is
travel and
actually
all
going
the
to
rest.
travel or
You
anything.
know, like
like
maybe
But it's
they,
fucking awesome anyway.
There's no oxygen there, so there's no
Yeah, I mean,
atmosphere for it to-
there would be some resemblance of an atmosphere. Like I know the moon has nothing.
I don't know. The only reference I've got of what atmosphere there is on Mars is Total Recall,
yeah, true.
and that's not really.
And they're remaking
Yeah.
that anyway. So
No, they already have, man. It's done. The movie's
Okay,
out.
does
I
it-
haven't
are they
seen
gonna-
it.
are they
I'm
gonna-
going to watch that.
Are they going to change the science in that? So, like, when he's outside, his eyes don't go big or anything?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I
That's
wonder
all
if
I
they're going to have
remember.
that three-titted woman.
Like, she
I
was...
think they do. I've seen the trailer and it says, "I bet she." I'm not lying.
You know what? I liked it. The last time also I saw Total Recall. Like, I remember when I
That movie's
heard...
fucking so good, man.
Dude, I don't know about that, because I remember hearing months ago, like,
Reasons.
they're remaking Total Recall, and I was like on my high horse, and I'm like, they have to fucking remake every fucking movie. And I've thought about it, I'm like, actually the first one was really fucking stupid. Like,
What do you mean?
Women running around with, like, fucking perms and 3 plastic
Yeah,
tits.
it's Mars in the fucking 90s.
Yeah, it is.
It's like, yeah.
But,
Hey, come on, what's his name? The little guy in the stomach?
oh, fuck.
Guacho or something?
No, it's like Quaid?
No, it's,
No.
No, Quaid was...
Quaid's the
Arnold
guy.
Schwarzenegger, yeah,
so it's,
I can't remember, but the
what's
fucked
his
up
name?
thing was the last
Quando or
time...
something like
Yeah.
The last time that I took acid,
Yeah.
I was at home, and I took it with a friend, and, it didn't really kick in. We were kind of like, this is... Because we hadn't done it for a couple of years. We're like, oh, let's try acid again. Did it. Yeah, it's not really working. It's not really happening. I wonder what's on TV. Bang. The first scene is that guy in the plaid T-shirt, and he's like...
Open your mind.
Yeah, and he's like, Quaid, come to me. There's a fucking...
Open your mind.
So for people that haven't seen the movie, what happens is there's a character who's wearing a shirt. He unbuttons his shirt, opens up his chest, opens up the shirt, and in his chest there's like a mutant baby grafted to his belly, going, come closer.
I'm telling you the secrets of Mars.
Because he's the leader of the revolution.
Yeah.
Come closer, closer.
Open your mind.
And that scene...
That actually kicked off the acid trip.
That
That was
scene
like,
in
that's what we
itself,
needed.
like,
Bang,
you're
like,
mind.
oh, we're going to Mars now.
Yeah, so what happened after that in your trip?
A car back. I was living on the 3rd story in an apartment block. A car backfired at 11 o'clock at night. And me and my mate turned all the lights off in the house and turned the couch over and hid behind it in case of stray bullets.
It's like South Central, mate. It's fucking Brunswick.
I remember.
Yeah, no, this is just behind Chapel Street. It was stupid.
I remember that because, like, yeah, you guys were hanging out, I think, and I was at a party on the other side of town.
Yeah.
And probably about 4 o'clock in the morning, I called you guys up, and you're like, "Come over." So I got a taxi over, and didn't we walk to McDonald's in the rain?
Yes, we did.
And we
in the
played
morning.
Super Mario.
Yeah, we did. For some reason.
What happened? How was that?
Real life Super Mario.
Yeah.
Well, you know how Super Mario's like, he has to run and there's like a thing on the ground, so he has to do jump over it.
Yeah.
So we were running, going boop, 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 like adults. Adults running down the street in the rain at like 5 o'clock in the morning. Go boop, 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 making these stupid noises. And if there was a stick, or maybe like there's some litter in front of us on the footpath, we'd like try and double jump over it. Like,
No, well, you have to do that.
you do when you're off your fucking head.
Oh, it was a good time. It was wonderful days.
Mm.
Yeah. It's been a long time, though, since I've done that.
Yeah, it's
Really?
been ages.
Yeah, last weekend seemed like a lifetime.
Yeah, no, I haven't been smoking pot recently at all.
All right.
But if I had,
If you had.
Well, what do you mean recently?
oh, like hypothetically, let's just say about 2 weeks ago, before my girlfriend left for China,
That's ages.
If you had hypothetically.
if hypothetically we did that,
If you did.
yeah. I'm not saying it did, but if it did, there were some interesting things I learned. Which is hypothetically. Like, it's weird, like, being younger, I just couldn't do pot. It starts the carnival in my brain of, like, is that person looking at me? Why are they looking like that weird paranoia thing?
Yeah.
But now that I've kind of, like, that being said, I was doing acid heaps, and that didn't affect me. But...
Have you seen you?
Yeah, right.
No, but what I'm trying to say is...
Smoke more pot, bro.
No. What I'm saying is that whenever I ingested LSD in my past, I had a fucking awesome time.
Right.
But whenever I did, like, pot, it was just hell, and I really fucking hated it.
Well,
Yeah.
were you drinking before you did the pot?
No, any time I did pot, whether I drunk before or after, did not affect
Just
it.
me.
It was just a shit world, basically.
No shit.
But then, hypothetically, if recently I did do that, it's interesting that as soon as I sort of hit 30, and, you know, possibly if, you know, I would have smoked a joint, it's actually pretty cool. I can handle it, and it's awesome.
Wow.
But-
So, hypothetically, it's pretty good after you hit 30. Cool.
Yeah, what I would suggest, though,
What would you suggest?
hypothetically enjoy your life and just experience things. Anyway, but back to personal experiences. Yeah, it's actually really good. But I've definitely learned. It took me about, hypothetically a week to get to learn what level of how much is good and how much is like reverse, get me out of the situation.
Yeah.
And it only takes a little bit. Like if someone's rolling a joint and they were to give it to me in that situation.
So assuming that you were, like, this is what happened, then you would totally be aware of how much is good now for you. And
yes,
you
exactly.
would have a complete understanding of
Yes,
it.
exactly.
Wow.
But
These
yeah, it's
hypotheticals
very
are pretty
fine.
in-depth.
Yeah, they are. It's funny though, because it can go from just being like, this is awesome, like just relaxing, feel a bit hungry, have laugh a little bit. It only takes one drag, for me anyway, too much, hypothetically.
Yeah.
To basically me standing against a wall, going, hang on, whoa, how long have I been looking at this wall for? Wait, how do I get away from the wall? Oh, I've got to use my legs. So I can feel my legs tingling. And then I stand there for about 10 minutes staring at the wall like a fucking mental person. So hypothetically, that's something that I may have learned recently.
At the end of the day, it depends on the person, you know. Like me personally, I do smoke a fair bit of weed. I'm high right now. But what?
Yeah, but you can handle it, though.
You have something to talk
You
about.
can handle it. You can handle it, though, like.
Yeah, I fucking done this. I got stoned as once.
No, but speaking of you, the gig that we went to the other week, that was fucking awesome.
Oh yeah, that was ages ago.
Yeah, it was ages. It was ages ago.
It was like
Jesus.
fucking 2 months.
Yeah,
ago.
it was. It was just
The blue
after the
tile
last
one, eh?
time. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, that was cool. Did you you went to that, didn't
Yeah.
you? Yeah. What were your thoughts on that experience?
Yeah, it was awesome. I'm just mirroring what I said last time when we had Doc in. It's like, it's good to see an actual band in Melbourne getting into music and not just being like little posers.
Yeah.
Like, just going, fuck it, let's just have fun, but also, we know how to play our fucking instruments.
Yeah.
And, yeah, it's fucking awesome.
Yeah. What about, like, did you meet anyone new? Like, you know how you go to gigs like that and, you know, people come up and randomly talking to you. Like, they're like, hey, how you doing? You know, having a good night, that sort of thing. Do you get any of that?
No, you did, though, I'm sure.
Yeah, well, this is what I'm getting to.
All right.
This is what I'm getting to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, you know, hanging out there, just having a couple of beers. I think you were out the front smoking. I was, like, you were on stage.
Right.
With, was it your uncle?
Yeah,
The band 4?
Magic Pixie Juice.
Yeah. That shit was going on.
Dude, that guy's fucking awesome. Like, I gotta give him props. He's pretty cool.
That was the most unexpected thing. I ended up, you know, I'm gonna go play for a band tonight. Cool, and then ended up playing 3 bands. Fuck.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
That was a good night.
So yeah, I was just sitting there like watching you guys do the thing, and this guy comes up to me and he's just like, "Hey, how you going, man?" And I'm like, "Yeah, not too bad." And he's like, "Oh, what are you drinking?" And I hold up my draft can because that's what they serve there, and he's like, because he's got one too, because that's what they serve there, and he's like, "Oh, we're mates." And I'm like, "We've
Jesus
just got the
Christ.
same beer."
I think I remember that.
And yeah, he's like, "Hey, you know, do you come here often?" I'm like, "Yeah, a couple of times." I said, "What about you?" And he's like, "Oh, we're from, I don't know, bumfuck Idaho. I don't know where it was from, but it was like real. Yeah, it was exactly. It was like from way far out, and he was just in with some mates, you know, having a good time. They sort of stumbled on a bar at that point, and he's just like, "Yeah, having a good time." And he's like, "So what sort of music you into?" And I'm like, "It's a real general question." So I just said whatever's on my iPod at the time, and I said, "Yeah, I listen to a bit of Faith No More." And he's like, "Oh, cool, I love Faith No More. They're old school." And I'm like, "Yeah, they are." And he's like, "Oh, what's your favourite album?" And I said, "King for a Day," because that was the last thing I listened to.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah. My favourite song on that album is Cuckoo for Kaka, which is, you know, a pretty good track. It's all like real aggressive and that sort of thing. I was like, yeah, that's a real aggressive track. But I'm thinking in the back of my mind, because I do this weird thing sometimes when I get out with like socialising and interacting, I'm always second guessing what people are talking about. So when somebody comes up to me and says they like Cuckoo for Kaka as like a random song, I'm just like, what, are you into shit? I don't know. Like, are you into that sort of thing, and you want me to come back to your place later and we'll, you know, have a social interaction that involves feces? I don't know what. Yeah, like that was the thing that I was going, and I'm like, yeah. I also like, you know, the Angel Dust album, and he's like, yeah. You know what song I like off that? And I'm like, what? And he's like, Jizz Lobber. I'm like, oh my god!
Yeah.
Like the worst pickup line of all time.
Yes, you're like, I can see a pattern
I'm
emerging
like,
here.
in my little paranoid brain, I'm going, I'm being nice, but I don't want to talk to you anymore. And then, like, he had this, one of his mates was a girl, and,
Whoa.
she was, I know, weird, huh?
Cut it out.
And, I think that the reason he was talking to me was to get an in for her, or I don't know what it was, but, like, while I was standing there talking to him, she was over on this side, and he's like, "Oh, that's my mate over there, she's my housemate, blah, blah, blah," and she looks over at me, and I look at her, and she does this sort of, like, drunken eye thing, and I'm just like, then she comes over and does this, like, shoulder barges me, and she's like, "Oh, how you going?" And I'm just like,
Jesus
"What are you
Christ.
doing? This is not a way to pick up people." And then I went out, like, and found you guys. I'm like, "Help!"
I do remember you saying that, but like when you came out, because we were all a bit pissed. Like you gave us like the 6.5 second sum up. It was like there was a guy in Jizz Lobber, and then a girl smashed into me, and I was like, "What is happening inside?"
I don't know. Do you guys like? I don't know. This is a thing that I go through constantly with social interactions. I have this thing where I'm like, okay, we're talking, and then there might be an awkward moment, and all of a sudden, I'll start second guessing what I'm talking about or what they're talking about, and think, is there, you know, like, there's the context of what we're saying, but is there a subcontext to it?
And that's the thing. That's like you always can't help but think about this.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I could hit them with this bit of knowledge, but
it's always their intentions. That's the thing.
Yeah,
I always
usually-
I'm always
usually-
friendly to people, but in the back of my brain, I'm going like, especially if some random person starts talking to me, I'm like, what's their intention? Like, are they bored? Are their friends ignoring them? So now they're talking to me? Because if that's the case, I don't want to talk to this person. They're probably boring as fuck, so they should fuck off. Like, and all this goes to the back of my head while I'm nodding politely, going, oh, yeah.
And this is after, like, 2 acid trips and, like, smoke on a joint.
Hypothetically.
In the mind.
Dude, I was like
Maybe
this
I'm like,
beforehand.
Open your mind. Toast.
So yeah, that was a good night though.
Yeah, it was fucking awesome. Just a side note, I just thought about it then. Okay, so we're doing the podcast at your house, Morgan. So I got the tram in, and it went through the city, goes past the Melbourne Mint. So it's like the Melbourne. This is opposite the courthouse and shit like that. And it goes, It goes Melbourne Mint, established, 1870
is it
something.
Is it actually a mint or is it a hotel? Or
I think it used to be a mint, but then they've now turned the building into a immigration museum or some shit.
Oh, okay.
And then there's like a little...
That's not near
short
like
for?
the courthouse.
Huh?
What's mint short for?
I don't know what.
I don't know.
Minstrel fluids.
I was hoping you were going to, like, feed off there.
It's an acronym. It's not an anachronism. That's out of time. It's a like Qantas. What's that thing called?
Quant.
No, shut up.
Apparently it's pronounced Qantas in some...
Yeah, but that's only so you can get your name in the headline.
And on YouTube.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. What do you call it when
An anagram.
close? When a word is made up of, like, it's a bunch of letters, and they're all the first letter of a bunch of other letters, but you make a word out of that, like Qantas, which is Queensland and Northern Territory.
Oh, okay.
What's that word?
I can't remember right now. But anyway, I know what you're talking about, yeah.
Okay, and we're so far away from what the original thought was, I can't remember. So, anyway, the mint.
So the tram goes past the mint, and like when I was a kid, I loved heraldry. It was like I was all about like fucking swords are awesome and knights. Yeah, knights on armour and fucking Battle of 1066. Oh yeah, like I love that shit.
Yeah, I know. I remember you made a throne once.
I did. I went to my dad's workshop. He was a carpenter /
That was the best thing in the
antique
world.
restorer.
I remember you, like, we'd talk on the phone because we lived in, different cities.
Yeah. Different towns.
Yeah, whatever. And you were like, oh, make it a throne. It's going to be fantastic. And I'm hearing all about it. And you're like, oh, it's got all this and this. It's got, like, lightning painted down the side.
No, that wasn't me. That was a mate of ours that I reprehended. I'm like, but that does not look like what a thing would look, a bit of furniture between the period of like the 1500s to the 1600s. They did not draw fucking lightning on their things. And he's like,
oh, right, yours was just a very uncomfortable one.
Yeah, mine was the one that looked authentic, but because I used the measurements of what traditionally they had, and I'd made it, and it was like,
so you shrank
why
it
the
down
fuck
to like...
did they? No, that was the dimensions of what they actually made. It's the most uncomfortable thing in the world.
Why
Well,
didn't
they
you
must
make
have had,
something...
like, cushions to make it more
You
comfortable.
put cushions on it.
I did. I put there's like a 6-panel cushion at the back and blah blah blah.
6 panels of cushions.
That was quite a
Eat your
lot
heart
of
out.
quite a lot of cushions.
Pretty cool. But anyway, so I put the family crest on the front, like I carved it out of wood and did it and all this sort of shit. So anyway, fast forward to the future. I'm on the tram coming here, and I look at look at it, and it's got the mint. It's the crest. It's got the crest. And I looked at it, and I'm like, holy fuck. Like, this looks like something that a 13-year-old with a stupid imagination would come up with. Like, yeah, we'll like, the symbol we'll have is like it's a shield. Yeah, it'll be a shield, and then we'll have colours on it, and then a crown on top of the crown on top of the shield, and then there'll be like this fucking kick-ass tiger holding it up, and then there'll be like a bear. No, not the bear. There'll be a horse on the other side holding up. Looking at this thing, I'm like, what?
That's what heraldry was. It was the Dark Ages.
I know.
For fuck's sake.
But I just thought it was funny that in today's day and age, like, going past it today, seeing it, I was like, just the immediate reality of how juvenile this thing is. Like, fucking the bear's holding up the shield and it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, and that was the height of, society.
Yeah, exactly. So the other thing that Doc knows about this.
Yeah.
Anyway, you might. This is more for your benefit.
Yes. What would you like to say?
After I fucking have a swig of beer.
Okay.
So yeah, so for my day job, I listen to people, make sure they're saying the right things. Now, what I've done is...
Can I be the customer?
Yeah, you can. What I've done
Oh,
is...
is that what that is? Okay, let's go.
I've printed off verbatim what someone at my work says over the phone when they're trying to sell insurance.
Yeah.
Now, this is really how it should have gone.
Okay.
So at this stage in the call, they've explained everything about the product, and they should have gone this. All right, so look, that's how it all works. Just to remind you, if you lose your job or you get sick or injured, we will pay your card off for you. What I do from here is confirm your details are still correct. You're covered at the end of the call, and we'll send you out a welcome letter. Happy with that?
Yes.
Done. No, not what this person said. So, I've printed this out. It's fucking ridiculous. Now, okay, verbatim.
All right.
This is what he said.
Are you going to do a silly voice, or are you just going to do your voice?
Oh, whatever.
Put on the voice.
Do the voice.
Try to do his voice.
No, I can't do his voice. All right. All right. So, Doc, with all of this, it's pretty simple. It's just a simple form of protection that the bank provides to their credit card holders. So, if you lose your job, we will pay off your credit card off for you. If you get sick or injured and can't work, we will pay off your credit card off for you. And touch wood, if you were to pass away, we would also pay off your credit card off for you. And anywhere around the world, we will also pay off your credit card off for you also. Now, to have this protection on your credit card, it's pretty simple. We just confirm we have the right details so you can receive your own schedule in writing for your own records in full at home in black and white. And you can have a read through that. You can have a read through that in your own time. And you can also be covered at the end of the call here, there, today. Are you happy for me to pop that on your credit card? And you can have a read through your own policy schedule in the next 3 to 5 working days when we send it out for you.
That's good.
Verbatim.
Yes.
Yeah, you're going to say, like, yes, just get off the fucking up.
Dude, why don't you work in stocks?
Yeah. Fucking,
Long story short, that guy's getting fired.
No.
Nah, he's a lovely guy. He's a fucking awesome dude, but he just can't talk properly sometimes, I guess.
Oh, man. All right, what else has been happening in the world of the world? I'm sure I got something
Well, I've
else.
signed up to Chinese Twitter.
Chinese
recently,
Twitter.
which is called Weibo.
Is that what that is?
It's called Weibo, and
Is that Chinese Twitter?
That's the Chinese version. It's called Weibo.
I've seen Weibo before. I didn't know it was just China. So, it's come from China.
Yes.
That's what Weibo is.
Yes.
All right, cool.
Now, essentially, oh my god, thank God Google translates pages. But the thing is that if you have a Chinese phrase and you put it into Google Translate, it will translate it to a pretty close, like an approximate degree, so you can understand. If it translates it directly from a site with Chinese characters, you end up with, like, haikus. Like, seriously, like, I was trying to understand the site, like, the terms and conditions. It's like, do you agree hereby the laws regarding you understand, you will do so, click the button to proceed if you understand, or hereby.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I kind of understand what you're trying to say. The worst thing is, though, when you click on a box, like, Google Translate will translate the page itself, but if there's, like, a flash pop-out box that exists on that page...
And you've got two symbols to work out which is the right one.
Yeah, but the symbols are, like, they're in the form of little boxes, and you go, oh, do I click the thing on the left? Do I click the thing on the right? So anyway, I spent a night trying to figure this thing out, and I ended up texting my girlfriend going, oh, something's happened. I'm not too sure, but I'm like, I'm trying to upload some photos of my art so like the Chinese people there can see it. Have I done it correctly? And the response I got back was, I think you deleted your account. What's your password? Let me fix it for you. I'm like, I'm giving her all the information. Like, you do it. This is like, and so it's been this journey of like, I don't know if people are adding me or whether they're liking something. Like on Facebook, if you do like, it's fucking ridiculous. So before you join any site to promote anything you're doing, know the fucking language.
That's a good point. That is a good point.
I mean, obviously it's something that you go, yeah, that's kind of obvious, but when you get all in, like, heated up in the excitement, you go, oh, Google Translate will translate everything. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
What does Chinese keyboard look like? Do they have like? Is it?
It's kind of like the Stargate.
Right.
But you have to put magnets on your fingers and
Well, that was my impression because we have 26 letters that we make up the words with. They've got over 4,000 fucking symbols which are individual of their own. How do you fit all of that onto a piece of plastic like that?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But I think it's fucking awesome. Like I said this recently. Aussies with racism and paying out foreigners. Like, oh, look at them. Look at that Indian person. Like, hello, what is the time? Isn't it? Like, it's funny, yes, to hear.
It is funny.
But really, when you think about it, it's like, yeah, they learn a fucking second language. You only speak one, and probably not that well.
You
like,
suck at that one.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, like, oh my god, they totes for death suck at talking English language. It's like, yeah, exactly. It's like, bitch, not only did they come from another country, they made the effort to come here, like, integrate with us and speak the language.
Yeah.
They're kind of winning more than you.
Yeah. Like this dude went out for dinner after the laser tag thing at one of the places that I've never been to before.
Yeah.
Kind of, fancy, but not really that fancy sort of thing. And there was this Indian dude who was waiting our table.
Yeah.
And he was like, saying, okay, for now I will tell you the specials before you order. And he goes through and he knows that, he's hard to understand. He's like, you probably only got the first one and the last one on that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, at least he was a sport about it. That's kind of alright.
And then, because it was my housemate's birthday, he was like, what's her name so we can say it in the happy birthday?
Yep.
And we said, her name, which is Geraldine, which is fine to say, I guess.
It was pretty easy.
Yeah, and he's like, yeah. He couldn't get his mouth around it. He's like, do you call her by a nickname or something? Like, girl? And he's like, Geraldine. Gerald. But
He put the effort in.
He walked off doing that thing, and a couple of people are like, "Oh my god!" Believe it. And I was just like, "That guy is awesome."
Yeah, give the guy a break,
Wait,
fuckhead.
did he nail the song?
They got the song right, but in the meantime, he was trying to get the name down, and every time he'd come back, he'd say, "Is everything all right, Geraldine?" And one time he called her Jeremy. So
Fuck it, that guy's a sport.
Yeah.
That guy's a sport,
Everybody needs some tips.
That's what I've been...
I didn't give him tips. I don't give tips. Fuck tips.
Yeah. No, we don't really give tips in Australia, except if you're at a bar, mate.
I only do tips
Or
if
a
I can't.
taxi.
If I can't be
no,
bothered.
I think that's.
I
the only
sit
time
in the
I've
fucking
ever tipped
seat
anyone.
and I'll wait for him to pretend that he doesn't have 5 cents, so he rummages through old letters, and I'm like, motherfucker, you have that 5 cent. Just give it to me.
It all depends on the driver,
True. If it's a
he's
good
ready
driver, I'll give
if he's
him
ready
more.
to take shortcuts and have a laugh with you,
Yeah.
then maybe slip him an extra $2.50.
Yeah.
Usually I can't be bothered to get the change off them because it takes that fraction of time.
Except
and I'm
if you've only got
it's not
50.
worth 75 cents to sit in the
Yeah,
taxi
exactly.
waiting for him to do
Yeah.
that.
And the
If it's
majority
like
of the
that.
time you're drunken anyway, so it's
Yeah.
I don't care about
Yeah.
What's $4?
Yeah.
Lucky.
Yeah, it's funny. Recently, because I always do this, especially if I've been out on the piss and I get a taxi back. There's that standard conversation that you instigate. You look at the taxi driver and you go through this. How's your night been? When did you start? When did you knock off? What's the craziest thing to happen to you? Or it'd be like, I wouldn't like to be working in the city tonight. All that bullshit.
Yeah.
And it's like this dumb rhetoric that you do for every driver. And then,
So what do? You just bring up fresh topics like, so, what are your thoughts on Gina Rinehart?
yeah.
That's what I do. I've had some crazy conversations with cab drivers. I sort of, depends on the mood that I'm in at the time, of course. But,
Yeah.
There's been a couple of times where I've jumped in the cab and I'll sit there and a bit pissed, and then he'll turn around and be like, hey, blah, 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 start talking to me. I'll feed from him. And then maybe a couple of weeks ago, I jumped in this cab with this guy and he's like, oh, how's it going? Oh, not bad. He goes, do you smoke marijuana? And I was like, yes.
Yes.
Oh, telling me these Hindu tricks of how you can put gold and silver and these little mixes in it, it'll turn your pot super crazy and
Sounds like witchcraft.
It depends on
Yeah, it's just alchemy.
really, there's more of in-depth class into alchemy than it was a cab ride.
That's incredible though. No, I'm a jerk when it comes to getting in a taxi. They'll say, "Where you going?" I'll be like, "Here, wherever," and then I'll just look out the window. I'm just like, "Oh, I'm usually too drunk to talk because I'm like, I'll just sit there.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
I engage them with a false personality half the
like,
time.
And that's the thing you do. Like, it's a taxi driver.
If I'm drunk, especially, and
If
he's
you're
like,
keen enough, you can actually just run away from them.
yeah, true. But obviously, all I'm thinking about is, fucking shut up. I'm going to put my iPod in and, listen to music on the way home. But then it's like,
always asking me, like, what's your favourite band?
yeah.
I hope you don't like...
What do you want to be when you grow up?
Yeah. Oh, how's the taxi driving business going for you? Making heaps of cash.
I think that's Australia, though. We've got this weird sense of, it comes down to everything, like, whether you're in a shop or, like, you work, for an example. Like, is that thing of, like, be polite and engage. Like, don't be a cunt seems to be, like, this big thing. Don't be a fucking cunt. Like,
I think that's something anywhere.
I think that's just normal. Yeah, that's like, human, like...
That's right,
Just being nice, is
look, I can tell you, one culture in particular that's straight up to the fucking point. Like, this is where I'm standing and this is what I have to say and what you need to respond to it.
What's that, Russian?
No. Anyway. It will remain nameless. But yeah, it's like someone that you work with. I saw something recently that he put on Facebook saying like, look, what do you do when a customer comes into the shop and they're absolute cunts? Do you do your job and do you be like very PC about it? Or do you call them out and go, mate, you're being a fucking dickhead, fuck off?
Yeah.
Funnily enough, I recently, a couple of days ago, it was the halfway point.
Yeah.
Where I said what I wanted to say when I thought there was enough physical space between me and the person so they probably wouldn't hear
Where were you? What was this? What?
I was at work. And I have to be really careful about how I explain the situation.
All right.
There was a person who is important at work.
Yeah.
But they're new.
Right.
They're above me.
Yeah.
They're above me as far as the ladder goes. And they're sort of going, every time they speak to me or my co-workers, they're like, if you have any problems or you don't understand anything about what you're doing, let me know. Tell me and I'll give you the answer. Right, they've been doing their job for about probably 2 months. I've been doing this job for about 2.5 fucking years. My job is to know what I'm doing, so I know it. And also, it pisses me off, so this person is... they're quite uneducated around it. Like, they'll say something and I'll have to pick them up on it and go, you're actually wrong about that. Like, it's actually this. So for her to turn around and say, like, look, if you don't understand anything, just come and talk to me. So I was outside the front of the work having a cigarette. This is like 2-3 days ago.
Yeah.
And the anger was building and building and building. And this person was saying, like over and over, any new information that you need from me, let me know, because I love new information. I love to receive new information. I love to give new information. It's like me when it's like that character in Family Guy where he eats the lollies, the candy, and he goes, candy, candy, candy.
She actually said this?
Yeah. She goes, candy, candy. I love information. It's the best thing for me. I just love information so much. So if you have any questions...
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Yeah.
I'm bored listening to the story!
Yeah, anyway.
She's basically saying that she's like standing on the corner like sucking information cock.
Right, yeah.
So obviously you're bored. My response was anger because I'm like, why are you still talking about it?
Yeah.
So I went on and on. And then she ended it with, look, if you have anything you're unsure about, let me know and I'll tell you.
Yeah.
She turned, we said goodbye, she walked off. I turned, took about 3 steps, looked at my co-worker. Fucking pulling out the Stallone impression. And I'm like...
It's like Rainbow Flight.
Yeah.
Trials, there's no auditions until next year.
I'll be back. I'll be there. So I take like 2 steps, look at my co-worker and go, Jesus Christ, shut the fuck up. How about if you have any questions, you ask me I've been doing this job for 2.5 years. I'll give you some new information you can fucking go home and finger blast yourself to. And then I turn around. I'm like, oh, fuck, where is she? And I turn around, and thank God she's about, like, 2 steps away to actually hear what I just said.
Yeah.
Because if she heard that, I would be on Project Doll right now.
Project Homeless.
Oh, Jesus.
So, yeah, I was that middle ground.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you? If customer says that to you?
Oh, look,
You pull them up?
No, if I've got a customer that's a dick to me, I'll just give him a bit of the... Yeah.
We're not filmed.
Okay.
I just have to let
I'll give them the slap.
you might have to explain what you just did.
I don't get a lot of jerk customers. I used to when I was a shitty, person behind the counter. Like when I wasn't able to do my job properly.
Yeah.
I'd get a lot of, confrontation and things like that because people look at me and go, oh, like, he's a little bit nervous or whatever. I'm gonna play with this shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
But since then, like if you just, I don't know.
If you're confident,
if I'm confident and just like human to people and like they come in and like they've got late fees or whatever, I can just say, oh, by the way, you got the late fees here. You can pay them if you want, or if it's over a certain amount, like you have to pay this amount, this kind of thing. Like just say it straight out, not pussyfoot around or anything like that. They people are cool.
Yeah.
Like, and if they've got a bit of a gruff sort of thing with them, just don't take shit from them. Just like, sort of rise to it.
Mate,
That's the thing. If you're smart enough about it, you can be a cunt without someone going, he told me to go fist myself in an alleyway. Like, they can just go, oh, he wasn't very cooperative. Like, you can still do that.
Yeah. So, I don't know, my advice to my friend would just be to basically... I don't know.
Stand up.
Well, not
be strong.
Don't look at this situation and go, oh my god, this is the worst fucking thing in the world. Like, this is this is an experience that I had. Why did this happen? How can I make it better next time? That's all it is. Like, like sometimes there are cunts and there's nothing you can do about it, and they're going to leave.
Going to be cunts.
Yeah, they're going to they're going to leave you.
Really.
They're going to leave you feeling sour. But if you like spend the rest of the day going, that's just going to ruin your whole day. You just got to let it go.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Exactly. Should we take a break and then wait for Mr. Kieran Eaton to come on board?
Yes, we do have Mr. Kieran Eaton coming in via the Skype technologies.
What?
He's calling in live from Mars.
Yeah, and that'll be at
From
about
the rover.
Yeah. So when we talk to him, you'll probably hear anthrax in the background, and
and the crunching of wheels on Mars dirt.
Wow.
Yeah.
And spaceship noises with
Yeah.
laser.
I don't know what that was. It's something like weird guy chanting.
That's
in the
definitely
background.
Australian.
All right.
That's speaking in tongues.
All right. Yeah. So we'll take a break, and when we get back, we'll be talking to Kieran. Till then, enjoy our play-out music, which is, I don't know, the 8 seconds of whatever filler I put in. I don't know what it is yet.
We could do that, or you people listening might hear this. Okay, we're going to take a break now, and we'll talk to you soon.
And
okay, we're back. Yeah, we'll find out.
All right, shut up. Hey all, Mog here. Just letting you know that episode 6.5 is where you'll find our conversation with Mr. Kieran Eaton over the Skype lines. We talk about a whole bunch of things. Vegetarians, veganism, and Melbourne comedy scene. And if you're interested in hearing what Doc's band The Dirty Chapters sound like, check out episode 5. There's a track at the end of that one of theirs. And if you haven't already, I recommend it because they're pretty cool. That's all for now. Bye. So now we're back. What have we been doing? Oh, Doc's gone.
Yep, Doc's gone. He's gone home. You might have been able to tell that he was on heroin, so we've let him go back to his cotton world to live in. But that's alright, because we've got Kieran Eaton in.
Through the magic of Skype.
Oh yeah, that's where I say hello.
You.
Hey,
that's where you come in. Hey, dude.
Yay! I feel like I'm teleported somewhere to the computer. I'm like in the computer ether somewhere. but I'm not.
It's like the
No.
Matrix, but less green.
It's like we've
Yeah.
travelled into the future at the same amount of time that time takes to get to the future. We're actually
Yeah.
there.
What is that science fiction that you always talk about?
Yeah, we've travelled through time at the exact speed of time.
Yeah, I don't understand.
All
You're
right.
talking in circles.
I shouldn't be laughing, about your ignorance.
It's okay. I'm comfortable with it. How have you been, man?
I understand about the theory of relativity.
Yeah.
I will never understand the theory of relative.
It's not relative enough for you.
Maybe it's relative to the author and their education.
I don't know what you're insinuating.
So how's Perth? Tell us.
Oh yes. So I'm guessing you've already I used to, as you know, viewers. I'm now back in Perth. I was born and bred in Perth, and it's really good. I mean, like, it's really sunny. I've I think I've got Californian glow about me.
Where did you get that from? You're in Perth.
Yeah, Perth is like sunny. Like,
Yeah, but it's
I
not
just got a Perth glow. I got a Perth glow.
Perth glow. That's better. It doesn't sound as nice, though, does it?
Yes.
Perth glow.
Yeah, Perth Glow is kind of like you're on drugs or something. I don't know.
It does sound like a drug.
It sounds yuck.
I mean, compared to the Melbourne Glow, what's the Melbourne Glow? Oh, you're a bit greyer than normal.
Yeah, no,
That's funny because right now Skype is actually kind of fucking up. Like it's delayed. It kind of sounds like kind of sounds like a robot has stolen you, and then the only way for you to speak is through a robot voice because it's.
Oh shit! Sorry, I swore.
No, it's okay. It's okay. We don't have any sponsors, so it's fine.
And
And if we did, we lost them.
Yes.
Yeah, we did. We had Hillsong in Sydney as a sponsor, but we lost them ages ago.
That's because you called them cunts on air.
I was pronouncing Qantas completely wrong. I got it wrong.
Yeah.
It's actually got out of context. It's just about context.
Unfortunately, religion isn't really about that.
Yeah. So where were we?
How's your stand? Are you still doing? Are you still doing?
Doing comedy?
Yeah. Are you doing stand up in Perth?
Oh, I haven't in a while. Yeah. I know. Yeah, I have to come back to Melbourne and because I need more groupies. Hey.
What? So the groupie situation isn't as hot as it is in Melbourne?
Oh yeah, remember the backpackers and there's some amazing groupies there. Drunk Dutch people
and those. I think we're losing you.
Guys,
You still there?
Chinese. It was
Oh no!
beautiful.
Hang on a sec. There's a problem with the internet connection between you two. Hold on. while we try to get the call back.
Oh no!
No, it's doing a thing.
Yeah.
A fucking internet. Okay, it's okay.
Guys,
now.
we're having some problems at the moment, but it's actually fucking hilarious. But just bear with us while we get this back on
We're doing
board,
it
okay?
on purpose.
Okay, we're okay now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep, that's better. That's better.
Well, yeah. What about you guys? Have you been doing anything comedy wise?
Well, we've been doing this.
Yeah, we're doing this, and there's been a lot of procrastinating. But also, we in all honesty, man, like we've kind of gone back to realizing that
Speak for yourself, Sunshine. Go
all
on,
right,
go
calm
on.
down. Well, anyway, for me,
Let Andy speak.
for me anyway, it's.
Yeah.
I remember like my love of comedy stemmed from comedy skits and things like that, and then for somewhere on the line that sort of change to more of like, stand-up, that's what I need to focus on. I mean, I'm not saying that you shouldn't focus on stand-up, but for me personally, I think the balance between the two got disrupted at some stage. And so I put all this unnecessary stress on myself, like, be a stand-up, you have to be a stand-up. I'm not saying I don't want to do it, but I forgot about the love of writing comedy situations. So that's kind of where I am at the moment.
Yeah, you're so we're going to potentially see some scripts coming up.
Dude, I'm going to be the CEO of YouTube clips. Like, give me 1 month.
Yeah.
I'm going to be the director of clips on a channel.
That reminds me. You had this plan about a month ago, saying we're going to come up with a comic script each, and we were going to have it ready to go, and then by this time we'd be ready to shoot it.
Yeah.
What's your script? Have you got it ready to go?
I've got like a few, but there's been
what's happened?
Things that have unfortunately a few things in life that I let affect me more than they should have, and yes,
all right.
I take full responsibility.
Yeah,
for it.
yeah, better. Okay. As for me, I'm ready to go with my first stand-up bit. I've got it all written out. I've just got to remember it. And
can we announce where it's going to be?
Well, it's probably no, because I'll look like a dick if it doesn't happen.
Yeah, it's funny. My problem is I've got a stand-up routine, but every time I review it, I'm way too critical of myself, and I go, "No, don't do that one. Do the other one." And then when I put that in, I go, "Oh no, change this." And
no, mine's ready to go. I've just got to grow some balls basically, and say, "Oi, put me on stage."
Yes.
Yes, that's all I have to do.
Well, I hear there's many comedy rooms popping up in Melbourne.
Oh, there's like 14.
Yeah,
14?
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I just pulled that number out of nowhere. But there's heaps.
Yeah.
Yeah?
It's funny that there's a lot of rooms I didn't realise that exist so far out.
Really?
Like I'm talking weird suburbs like Sunshine, Footscray, etc. They've got
not that far out. But...
Well, you know what I mean. Like when
I wouldn't go to fucking Sunshine.
Well, me too.
Sorry to people who don't like swearing and to people who like sunshine. I'm really sorry.
That's why we're shooting ourselves in the foot here, because we're automatically saying no to things even though we haven't started yet.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, exactly. You just been banned from that comedy club.
Yeah, we're never going. We're never going there now.
Well, we're referring to suburbs that actually don't have comedy nights. We're just using suburbs as an example of far out places.
Like far out places like that.
But
I'm talking in the hippie sense. Like it's far out, man.
I'm sure there potentially could be a comedy room in Sunshine.
There probably is in an RSL club or something.
Yeah, but it'll all be irony.
So the comedy seems it's happening. It's improved since I've left.
No,
It's not the same.
I don't know. I wouldn't say it's improved, man. I'd say it's.
There's just certain people that have really stepped up and have got awesome, and it's really good to see that. But there's been an influx of newcomers recently, who I can't talk. I'm new. Morgan?
You're not even new. You haven't. You're still an embryo. You haven't.
Well, you know how many times have we gotten up to do comedy? You've three. Me too.
Never. No, that was for storytelling.
Yeah, but it's comedy.
I know. I make the distinction.
Anyway. So as far as getting up in front of a crowd and actually telling something entertaining, obviously Morgan and I are quite young, so you kind of can't hate on newcomers too much.
Oh, you can. You just come off as a bit of a dick.
No, but you can have opinions.
But
that's true. As long as you're aware that it's only an opinion, though, that's the thing.
Yeah. But if you want to have an overview of what's happening, there's a lot of people who are fucking awesome, and it's really good to see, and they've got better and better and better. And then there's been people that have just dropped off the wagon. But yeah, as I said, there's some new, fresh influx of new comedians. So we'll see what happens with that. We'll see where that goes.
Oh yeah, there'll be a flushing out of the shit ones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, like
Straining the water from the noodles.
that, yes. Yes, to put that one in there.
Does anyone want to go to the toilet?
So, any plans to come back to Melbourne soon to visit or anything?
Yeah. I've been saving up money just to do Melbourne. I think. Yeah, you have to book me a gig.
Wait, stop! You sound like a robot again.
Me, my manager.
Hang on, stop talking. You sound like a robot again.
I should also mention we have Stephen Hawking's on the line at the moment.
Sorry, could you repeat that for everyone because it broke up.
What was I saying? I was saying you should book me a gig at the Backpackers because that's my spot. I don't know.
You book yourself a gig. You can do it.
I forgot how you do it. No,
Dude, yeah, the Backpackers has been... Well, you know what the Backpackers is like. I don't have to explain it, but...
it's like watching an abortion, isn't it?
See, you know what's funny? I actually always refer to the comedy stand-up at the Backpackers as being comedy Vietnam. That's the way I tend to describe it. And I thought that was like, yeah, it's got enough, you know, like, bad things are happening. But watching an abortion, you just topped me 100 million %.
That's why I
Lost my shit.
comedy skills coming out.
Maybe we can combine it somehow.
You know,
When I sorry, is it cutting out?
a little
Still
bit. Yeah, go again.
Yeah, I was just saying when I first started comedy in Perth, we used to, you know, when you do really well, it's called killing it.
Yeah.
And if we did a bad gig, we called it an abortion. And,
Oh, I see. Yeah.
and I remember once doing a joke, and we did a little in joke, like try to slip in the word abortion into a joke kind of thing. It was like an in joke thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, an abortion, and I was like, wow, that was an abortion. And sorry. And
dying.
yeah.
Wait. Before you continue, when you have to slip in that into a conversation as a joke, does it have to be on stage, or can you be at a family planning clinic when you say this?
Both is comedy, both of them. Yeah, as long as you get a reaction, that's all comedy is getting a reaction to me.
Yeah, so is punching someone, I guess. Though. Like,
yeah, if you're a bit psychopathic, that's comedy. Yeah.
That's true. You've seen the psychopathic kids in the playground, you know, pissing on the ant hill and just laughing at it because all the ants are drowning.
yeah.
That's exactly the same thing.
Yeah, and I watch Clockwork Orange. I mean,
And it's hilarious.
that is, you know, yeah, and exactly.
I love it. It's like seriously. It's like we've got Kieran Eaton on the line, and then it just randomly cuts to like Stephen Hawking's. It's like honestly, it's like. Yeah, so
Exactly.
I remember when I studied comedy in Perth, and the universe was made 16 million years ago. I don't know why when it glitches it makes your voice stand.
Well, what?
I don't know.
Well,
What were you just about to say?
I was just gonna say, how'd you know that? I've got a voice synthesizer thing.
You've got Hawking hanging out with you right now, don't you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and we know each other. We go way back, whatever that means. What do you reckon? I don't know what that means.
Is it brief?
What?
I would love to be friends with Stephen Hawking.
You know he cheated on his wife?
Oh, will you stop bringing that up?
I just have to bring it up.
Why?
Yeah.
I just think it's a
Well,
really
how
strange
did he do it? Yeah.
That's a good point. How did he do it?
I'm assuming he bench pressed enough to like impress her or something. But
So he's got one bit of organ that works, kind of thing.
Arguably two, I would say. And that's about
his
it.
brain.
Yeah.
That's right. He's just a giant brain with a cock hanging off it.
That's right. The blood just flows from the brain to the cock and it back and forth.
There's not one or the other.
Yeah, exactly. That's it.
Maybe he uses the computer to generate his cock. Maybe he's like he has a computer program to have sex.
What? So foreplay would be considered as buffering?
No, foreplay is just pressing, Control Alt F4. That's
Yeah, it just vibrates. This is getting weird. But I'm gonna have nightmares about visualizing Stephen Hawking having sex.
I'm gonna have fantastic dreams. I'm probably gonna spurt ectoplasm.
Yeah, a little porn star style.
Oh, now I've made myself feel a little bit ill now. Thinking about that. I shouldn't have brought that up.
Yeah, there's a can of worms like just sitting on the doorstep, just begging to be opened. I can sense it.
We've just smashed the can of worms and made it explode into napalm.
It's not a can of worms anymore. It's just like it's all been mushed up into like a sausage. It's a worm sausage.
Like a weird derogatory sausage.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. Yeah. So yeah, I'm vegetarian.
Yep. Oh, I eat all.
But you can get vegetarian sausages.
Yeah, but they taste weird.
Tastes like soya product.
Yeah, you know what? You're probably a fan of you're a vegetarian, not a vegan.
Yeah.
So do you drink milk?
Milk.
Yeah.
I prefer. Actually, I still mix it. Yeah.
You do a half of milk and soy milk.
Yeah. Yeah. You can do that. Yeah.
Is that what you do, or is that just me making stuff up?
Isn't that weird? Isn't that like race, like not committing to racism and going?
He doesn't do that. That was me saying that.
No, but by saying that, it's kind of like, the weird thing is like you can't like not the full thing. It's like, you know what? I don't really like Mexicans, and to be honest, I mean black people are alright, but I don't really talk to them. But if they're both together, I'll be polite.
So you think if you're gonna. You reckon vegan's the only way if you want to be anti-meat?
Well, you're talking to a meat eater, and I will save this conversation for another time because I have my own thoughts.
You're getting really angry.
Yeah,
I know. You think
I don't think we should be harming life, but I get into like weird areas where I'm like, but what if you breathe and a bug goes in your throat? You can't stop that. You may as well just stop breathing. So, I'm just going to back away.
Have you heard of, like, there's some form of Buddhism, like Jainism or something? Yeah, they can't even, they're scared to, like, step on.
Yeah, I have, actually.
They're like, they're so passive, man. They probably have to sit and but they meditate all day. I don't get meditation though. It's good to relax, but like
not that
can't
much.
be bothered.
It's hard. It's like I've got to be honest. Like it's I haven't done it for like a long time, but there was a stage when I dedicated like a lot of time into meditation. I got to be honest. Like if you can't just do it once and then achieve a certain level. It's something you have to practice. But when you get to a certain degree, there's actually no effort. You can sit down and then 5 minutes later, you're chilled. It's like, it's the best feeling.
Is this like the first time you have a wank? It's quite difficult.
Yeah, it's like having sex. What hole do I put it in? But
It's all awkward and stuff, but as time progresses and you get better at it, then it just becomes a second nature.
exactly. But the funny thing is, though, I've got to admit, like, the reason it petered off, it's like, if you want to sit down and meditate and achieve a certain level of happiness, you have to dedicate time to doing nothing.
Yeah, that's the problem.
So you go, I knocked off work. I might just sit home in my lounge room for about 4 hours in the dark. Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean? It depends
like
on what you have to do. It's like,
you gotta have to change your mindset, and you got to. But it's a good mindset because because life is not necessarily about. You got to prepare your mind to be stronger for the future sometimes, and not just go. Yeah, but it's crap doing nothing, but it's making you. But like you definitely, you'll probably be stronger mentally, kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like vitamins. Like if you take like vitamin supplements for 1 week, you're not really going to feel it. But if you take those vitamin supplements like a month and a half, 2 months later, you're going to feel it. But it really depends on dedication. You have to weigh up. Is it really worth it? Do I really need to do this, or am I cool the way I am?
Yeah, I just thought when I took vitamin supplements that my pee was
Just
a bit too yellow.
A lot brighter.
That's too much. Vitamin B and C. Yeah.
I felt ripped off with the whole vitamin supplement thing because I honestly thought I was pissing it all away.
Yeah. Hey.
Thanks.
I saw that coming before you even said that.
That's what, I don't know, someone said. But it's the same with meditation. Like, you actually using that analogy, it's like taking all the vitamins. If your lifestyle and the things that you're eating and how much like exercising you're doing, if that element doesn't exist and you're just taking vitamins, you are going to piss it away. And to be honest, it's the same with meditation. Like, you can meditate as much as you want, but if you're not actively trying to change your life for like a good reason or like implement all these things, meditation will just make you sleepy. So
yeah,
you're not going to gain holiness.
It's one step of doing a bunch of things to bring yourself to being a better person.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's the problem. I don't want my life to be too prescribed, kind of thing, and then I end up not doing it because I don't want it to be like a religion thing, like doing things like meditation or whatever, like things that are supposedly good for you, like taking. Like, I don't want to be a fitness junkie or a meditation guru, but I know these things can make you better in inverted commas. I just want to try everything in life, and then just go. I tried everything. Now I can die. How's that sound?
That sounds good.
It sounds good. But for some reason, when you said that, in my brain, I just imagined you like molesting a 4-year-old boy while you were like punching a pregnant woman in the head, going, "Yeah, I've done everything, Like, I gave to charity, I helped the blind, and then I punched that woman in the head while I molested a boy.
Hey,
I've
try everything before you die."
Yeah.
That says more about you than it does about Kieran, though.
No, I'm talking about try everything.
Yeah, I'm trisexual. Hey.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. I mean, it's good to be influenced by things because, like, there's a lot of shit out there that is good for you. But I think if you rely on it, like, you treat it as a crutch in life, like Christianity or Buddhism or, fitness or whatever the hell it is. Once you do that, then yes, you do live this prescribed existence. And I guess the key is to learn and adapt and all that sort of shit.
That's basically you're saying once you prescribe yourself to one thing and say this is the be all and end all, that's where you run into the problems.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So because
you're like a horse with its blinkers on.
Yeah. Or a whore with its. I got nothing with that one.
You're a small African boy staring into the future, and you know there's a snail.
It's kind of like this. What we're doing right now. This is so organic. We don't even know what we stuff up so much that this is This could be seen as shit, but it could be seen as awesome.
This could
but that's
be-
like life,
We
man.
could get Emmys for this later.
Yeah, in another
100%.
parallel universe.
No, shut up. Stop ruining my dream.
The New Zealand Amy.
Live the dream or the nightmare. No, but like, yeah, I don't care. We don't care.
Punk rock, all the way.
Do we?
Or if you want. Do you want
What?
to?
I don't even know what I agreed to.
You agreed to punk rock.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Not Punch Rog.
Not punch Roger. Not punching Roger at all.
Oh shit, man! I've probably got to go soon.
No, that's
Hey,
cool.
that-
That's cool, man. That's all good. We probably should wrap up.
Yeah. I'm sure you've given out 2 hours.
It's been about 30 minutes.
Yeah. Did you? But you've
we,
got other. Stuff.
we docked before we went for about 40 minutes. So, like, I could probably break this up into 2 episodes.
Yeah, you probably could.
You know what? Me talking about it in the episode about
Right.
how we're gonna.
I think
release
that's what people need to know.
I think that's
though.
what people want to know.
We're like Penn and Teller. We're going to show you how the magic is made. And you know what? You need to respect that.
We're breaking that fourth wall. You're a part of everything.
Well, I'm glad to be part of this. Whatever.
Good, man. It's been good speaking to you, man.
Yeah. We'll have to do it another time, maybe.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Maybe
I
we
can barely hear
can
you.
both do video chat, and the three of us will all sound like robots at the same time. We'll invest in like aluminium foil, and we'll put things on our heads. It'd be awesome.
I'm not investing in that sort of thing. That's way too expensive.
Oh, come on.
Okay.
Take care, man. We'll talk to you soon.
All right. Cool. Ciao. Bye. What?
Okay, see ya.
That was Kieran. That was fun. That was awesome.
Yeah, no, that's gone. He's
All
gone.
right, I'm pressing these buttons now. Anyway,
It's good to know that he's doing all right, and I'm glad that he's coming back to Melbourne. I got to be honest, man.
he's only coming for a visit.
Oh, but still, like,
Why aren't we going to visit him? We should do a road trip. Well, not a road trip because it's really far. Oh my God! What the fuck is that?
are you watching porn while we're doing the podcast?
I don't know what's
I
happening.
swear to God, Skype has to change that ending because, like, I've had the same thing when I've been Skyping in my bedroom.
Yeah.
Like, because my girlfriend's overseas, and I can hear people in the bathroom, and that room is next to mine. I'll log off, and that noise is so loud. Oh,
Like, what is it?
I can't kick the fucking volume button down quick enough. Like,
Oh my God, yeah. So that's the magic of Skype. We're going to wrap up now. What I should let you guys know who are listening. Yeah, we had Doc on before. He's part of Dirty Chapters. They've got a gig happening on
this Friday.
This Friday. What's that date exactly?
Okay, so while I get the date happening, it's the SB. You
It's
need
a-
to
yeah,
be
it's
at
a-
the SB.
The Esplanade.
It's going to be on the 14th of this month.
Okay, 14th of September at the Esplanade Hotel in St Kilda,
Yep,
Melbourne.
it's free entry as well.
Free
You know,
entry,
don't worry
handful of
about it.
bands. Turn up at about 8, 9 o'clock. You'll be sweet. Hang out. We'll be there. It'll be cool.
Yep. Not only that, if you want to, on the 15th, the night after, some friends of ours, Volterra, they've got an EP launch, and they're playing with some great bands from Canberra as well. Come down, check it out. They're going to be at the John Curtin Hotel. We'll give you all the information.
Yeah, that'll cost you about, I think it's $12 at the door or something like
Yeah.
that. No more than 15 anyway, I'll guarantee you that.
Yeah. So come down and check that out.
And also, if you have been listening to us through iTunes, I implore thee to rate the episode. Do you think it's cool? Like, if you're listening to the other episodes and you think they're better, rate them higher. Rate this one less. That's cool. But just, like, rate it. And if you feel the urge, like, put a comment down. Say, I think Potato Revolution is shit and you guys are doing terrible. So fuck off. Get off the internet. Put that shit down. Oh, don't do the negative thing.
We don't have to do that, but the thing is, like, we're not asking for money, we're not asking for donations, we're not asking you to click on anything to donate or, like, click to, like, some weird website that sponsors us, because we're not sponsored, we're just doing this, we want to have fun. All we're asking, if you liked it, or if you didn't, just say something on iTunes.
Yeah,
it gives us an indication at least.
Yeah, it lets us know, and it makes the world a better place. Also, if you're on Facebook, just do facebook.com/Potato Revolution. We've got a page there, and that will give you all the updates for future episodes and anything else we might be doing, drawings, stories, stand-up, if that ever happens. That sort of thing.
That's horrible.
Well, I'm just being honest with the people.
Yeah. Well, guess what? You know what?
What?
Things might happen, things might not happen, but you're not going to know.
You're not going to know unless you like the fucking page. That's right.
You don't have to. Look, we love you. Click on it.
Okay, and if you also want to check out, just for shits and giggles, potatorevolution.com, we made the page look new and pretty. If you've seen it before and you went, oh, that's shit, come back and check it out now, because you might like it, because it looks much better. It's shiny, it's got, like, bits that if you hover over them, it changes colour slightly.
Yeah, it looks good. And also, I gotta be honest with you guys, like, you check out the blog. We've got some awesome stuff that Morgan's been doing with Aramis, the goth boy.
Oh, that's a separate thing. That's not Potato Revolution.
It's not Potato Revolution, but it's still linked to the site. But you guys should check it out.
Yeah,
check out his comics.
That's on. Really?
Yeah, check out the comics.
Oh, the comics.
Yeah.
I thought you said the comments.
No.
I'm like, what comments are there? Okay, no, that's. Yeah, check it all out. It's there. It's potatorevolution.com. All the links for everything are there. Like Dirty Chapters, you'll find that. The gigs there. Everything else we'll put on a blog. That's all for us up to this point. Until next time, keep yourselves out of trouble and don't get attacked by venomous. Venomous? Damn it.
Venomous?
I meant venomous.
Stay away from those hate-breeding spiders that will suck the life out of you in life. You know who they are. They could be your friends, could be your family. Just stay away from them.
Okay, that's okay. I'm Mog.
Nah, you never.
No, who are you?